Alrighty. Let's test and make sure everything is good. See how the sound is. Alrighty, I think we're good. So, let's get going. So we're on our way to pick up some cables. This is just a short little drive in where are we? We're going up from Sacramento up towards Redding, and I think we're going to somewhere over here. We'll see when we get there. Anyway, but alrighty, I think we're good. So let's get going. Oh, hang on. So we're on our way. Mute this to. That's gonna be bad to hear myself twice. Shut up. Screw up. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, I just thought, you know what, you're playing this game anyway by yourself, you might as well just throw a stream up there for your guys' viewing pleasure. You know, if I'm going to be doing it, I might as well put it out there. So yeah, away we go. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the road. Let me get a little more focused. So anyway, yeah, this is the first video and stream of American Truck Simulator on the channel, so that's kind of cool. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And yeah, pretty cool. Sorry, there's like no intro.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Ah, I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm trying to hit the turn signal, but I keep hitting
exit right.
This button apparently, which does that.
Get ready to turn left.
I really don't know why I have that button bound to neutral, because I can just hit neutral from that button. Anyway. Let's go. So anyway, this is my Peterbilt, and in this escape game, I'm gonna have to turn that off. It's very annoying when I'm trying to talk. I think she's gonna be quiet for us though.
Get ready to turn right.
Guess I can turn my brights on since we're out here in the country. Speed check by detection devices. Okay, got it. Anyway, so yeah, we are playing my save game that is not modded, doesn't have cheated money in it or anything like that. I do have some like that, just so that I could test out modded trucks and see what things are like. But this one I've kept completely unmodded, except for like maybe a sound mod or two, but you know, that doesn't actually affect the economy of the game or your progression at all. It may actually have 0 mods, I can't remember. Excuse me. But so yeah, this is my personal
Get
truck.
ready to turn right.
I'm gonna turn her off as soon as we get here.
Turn right.
It's just so annoying to try to be in the middle of saying something. And then it just speak right in the middle of it. Where is that? Enable voice navigation. Boom. On. Alright, let's go. Anyway, what was I saying before I was so rudely distracted? Oh yeah, so yeah, this is my own personal truck that I've bought with my own in-game money. Stop ahead. Why is there a stop? This just looks like a regular road. Bobtailing is fun. This should totally not be a stop. Like, there's no reason for it to be. This should be straight, and they should have to stop there. Whatever. But yeah, this is my very own Peterbilt. What truck is this? I don't even know. This is a Peterbilt 389. Yeah, as you can see right now, it's a short 6x4 chassis with a day cab, 500 horsepower engine. It does have 1,850 pounds of torque, which is pretty good. It's got an Eaton 18 speed in it, so pretty decent. A little truck, you know, it's not a big bad truck. Doesn't have a huge engine in it yet, but it's pretty powerful. It's good enough for most jobs, and not bad for being level 11. And as little as I've actually spent on this save game. And if you're curious about the color, why I have it this gray color, that's because that's about as close as I could get to my truck in real life's color. It's very similar, obviously. You know, I can't get quite the same sheen or paint coloring and like sparkle and all that as my truck, but it's the very, very similar shade of gray that my truck has. And I was like, hey, you know what? I like the color of my truck in real life, so I'm going to try to make it very similar to that in game. So that's the reason for the color. Other than that, I usually make trucks like blue or red or green. Oh, sorry, but I forgot my brights were on. I like blue. Blue's one of my favorite colors. And red is nice too. Red, white, and blue is nice as well. So yeah. But anyway, I like this color of gray as well. It's just nice. When I got some touch-up paint for my truck, it's actually called, at least the modern version, I don't know what the original version was, but it's called Storm Gray, which I feel like is a kind of a cool name for that color, and it does look like a storm, so yeah, pretty cool there. Anyway, that's the reason for the color. Yeah, looks like we got some roof construction up here. What we got going on? Green light, let's go. Looks like there's a trailer here for us to pick up. Three horns for letting everyone know we're reversing. And let's Let's see what our job says here. So yeah, we're picking up this cable. What trailer options we got? We got obviously blue and different colors. We also have more axles and whatnot, but it doesn't really matter. And honestly, I do not see any real difference between these two. I really don't understand the difference to a lot of these, but we'll go with this one. So that's our route there. You saw it briefly. So there's our trailer there. Let's get it. Oh, okay, I'm way off. One, two for going forward. One blast, whatever you want to call it. Am I still that far off? I feel like it should really be lined up based on where the wheel is, but apparently I'm wrong. Maybe about there. What is the problem? So what about like that? Okay. That looks way off, but just kind of jam it in there. Anyway, let's just couple it. We are ready to go. Trailers are hooked up. Lights are all working. Turn signal. Brake lights. Good to go. Alrighty. One blast for going forward, and away we go. As you can see, this truck, it's not super powerful, but it does get itself up to speed pretty quick, considering we have 37,000 pounds of cables on the back. And yeah, that's not, you know, a heavy haul load, but that's pretty heavy for most standard loads. So, there you have it. Just take it easy around these curves here. Maybe taking a little too fast. Let's turn on the high beam since that bus just got on out of here. Or truck or whatever that is. But yeah, as you can see, this truck right here is brand new. It's only got 1,805 miles on it. 6 now, well, you know, same deal. So 55, that's fine. I'm gonna go 60 because it's a country road. And there's not much traffic tonight, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. I wish the cruise control would let you go like 68 or something. Can I do that? There we go. 58. That's a little bit more like it. You know, not much over the speed limit, but just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to slow down. Let the retarder do a little bit of work. Shut her down. And away we go. Speed limit's 50 right here, but I'm never gonna get up to that speed, so we're just gonna. Slow on down. Let's get on up speed for the highway. This truck's letting us merge. That's very kind of him. Got a little bit too close to him, but we'll be alright. Just check. I just have to check and see if there's anybody chatting in the live stream, because I don't have a way to view it right now. Pardon me. I don't have a way to view this chat on this monitor while the game is in full screen mode, so I could get, you know, another device over here to monitor it, but again, this is just a short stream, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus, there's nobody watching the stream right now, so it's not really necessary. So at this point, I'm not too concerned about it, but you know, maybe someday people will actually be watching this and go on stream and comment. Of course, it would help too if I had a consistent schedule and did it at a consistent time where people could know when I was doing it, but probably should turn off the brights. Let's merge. Should have used my turn signal, but I have my hand on my face instead of on the keyboard over there. And again, it's a game, so you know, it's not that big a deal. But yeah, once I actually have people watching it live and commenting as we go, I'll make sure to have a way to monitor chat. But right now, obviously, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So for those of you who are seeing this game for the first time, this is American Truck Simulator, and yeah, it's a cool game. It's been around for years now. It was released in 2016, and Euro Truck Simulator 2 has been out even longer than that. I believe it came out in 2011, maybe. And obviously there was Euro Truck Simulator, aka #1. Even before that, I think that was in 2009, maybe. I'm not even sure on that one. Never played that one. But yeah, it's been around quite a while, but it's a cool game. You know, it's not for everyone, and I don't just play it all the time because it's not like the most exciting game to play, and neither is it like this most fun game to play. But it is a calming and relaxing game, and if you just have a night where you're just tired and you don't feel like, you know, playing a super interactive game or one that requires a ton of focus, it's perfect for that because you're literally just driving. Now if you get sleepy, and it's funny, this has actually happened, I have fallen asleep, quote, behind the wheel driving an American Truck Simulator. It's pretty funny because you'll just get tired just like you do. Here I am yawning. You'll get tired just like you do in real life. It's just something about listening to the even rumble of the engine going up through there and just watching everything go by. It just puts you to sleep. And I have almost had wrecks and actually had wrecks in this game from falling asleep, which is hilarious. It wouldn't be funny in real life, but in a game, it's kind of funny. Obviously, in real life, I'm not gonna let that happen. Because obviously I know the consequences are way higher. And it's way more serious. And it's just a lot more interactive. Like, right now I'm just sitting here chilling. I don't have a steering wheel to hold, and gas pedals and brake pedals to press, and all that. I'm just sitting here punching buttons on a keyboard. So it's a lot different. But it is very similar. It's shockingly similar. Anyway. But yeah, it's a very cool game. It's a fairly simple game. It's not got a very big learning curve. Once you the basic understanding of it, it's pretty simple. Basically, you just get better at driving. That's all you really do. Is this my exit as well? I think it is. This guy wants to go. Why did he get over here? What is happening? Okay, apparently I can't go that way. Alright then. Apparently there's been an accident. Well, that's nice. Always something. So that's added a bit of a detour to my drive. But that's fine. It is what it is. As you can see, my truck is a good bit faster at accelerating than the speed. This guy is a lot slower. And yeah, it's able to get pretty good mileage for a big truck, 5.4. I mean, that's not exactly marvelous, but hey dude, I need to get over. I'm sorry. Don't ever do that to somebody in real life, and I would never do that to anybody in real life either. It's just in the game where things are crazy like this, I'm not worried about it. He's gonna slam on his brakes. This guy's got a big old cool front loader on his truck. He's got a day cab too. He's basically like me. Looks like the coast is clear. Let's pull on out. I don't even know what I was talking about with my random ramblings. There's the Mac dealership. Maybe someday we'll be able to afford a Mac truck. In this save, of course, I have a Mac truck on my other save with all the money I want, but in this save, I don't. Let's just do a quick check, make sure there's nobody there. And there's not, so that's fine. I just want to check, just that way I'm not being rude, like talking to myself and somebody said something, then I just don't respond, because that would be kinda disrespectful. Okay. Another red light. And now it's green. Ooh, I'm gonna need some gas here soon. Just noticed that. So let's check our route here and see. We got some gas. We passed one back here, but it really wasn't on the way. Right here is where we were supposed to turn, but that was blocked off, so we're having to do a detour through the town of Sacramento back to Sacramento. That's fine. What time is that in? About 15 minutes, I think that. So let's stop in there and get gas, and then we'll run by and get that. Okay. Let's keep it going. Walbert. Wonder what that could be. I love how the speed limit has decreased even though we're getting closer to like country road. Makes no sense. It's because we're fixing to get to the end of this road and join the highway down there, but it's still just funny because like this truck in front of me is just now getting up to speed. But it is what it is. Alright, good. This guy's turning that way, so we can just fly on by. Have a good day, bud, with his Mac. That's pretty cool. We just passed a Mac dealership. I'm kind of surprised there's a red light right here. You wouldn't really expect one right here, but I guess so. Since it's a double entrance lane. It's not green for me. How do you like that? I do like how there's like a turn signal on the side of the trailer. It's really nice. I don't like how there's not an amber turn signal on the back of the trailer. I would much prefer that, but it's the way the United States does it with their weird turn signals. Actually, I'm curious. Excuse me, let me say that without yawning. I'm curious, do European trucks have amber turn signals or not? That would be interesting to figure out next time I play Euro Truck, because I'm assuming they've modeled it very similar, so that would be an interesting thing to look at for sure. I'm pretty sure from what I remember it's still red, so I guess semis are just designed that way, which is weird because they've got plenty of lights for it. They've got brake lights and turn signal lights, so I don't know why they couldn't just make those orange. It makes sense to me, but yeah, it is what it is. And it's the same way on the back of the truck too. But they did put amber on the trailer sides, which is just weird. I really don't understand. And like on the front, you know, amber turn signal on the front of the truck, so I just don't understand the whole red on the back only. Cut that corner too short. Too sharp. By the way, if you're wondering how I'm controlling all these turn keys and everything, cruise control and all that, I've just rebound all the things in the settings. By the way, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, if you couldn't tell by all the jerky steering and everything else. I don't have a steering wheel or brakes or pedals or anything like that. This is literally just mouse and keyboard. But I've rebound Pardon me. Like I said, it's late. This is just a spare of the moment stream. Nothing fancy. But I've rebound some keys that either don't have a key bound to them by default or whatever. One key is called resume cruise control, which is a very, very handy one. And I've bound it to the keypad because there's not really any key bindings on the keypad by default. And by the way, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, there we go, some construction up here. Another place to pick up a trailer as well. The keypad is on your regular keyboard, like a regular computer keyboard, not on a laptop, is for like where all your numbers are on the right hand side of the keyboard, with the braille and all that. That's called your numpad, or your number pad, your keypad. You also obviously have the numbers along the top of your keyboard, which, 2 and 1 on that control the views. Good gracious, how many cars are coming up that side of the fucking highway? Coming out of San Rafael. Bad place for construction there. But anyway, the normal cruise control set is your C on your keyboard for cruise and all that. Now, I guess this is the first time I've been here. That's cool. What I did is I bound my turn signals to numpad 7, for example. So there's numpad 7 for the right-hand turn signal. Oh, there was a red light? Okay. Somehow I totally didn't see that red light. I guess I'm distracted talking about the keys and everything. Oh well. Already paid the fine. Let's move on. And then keep at 8 there for the right turn signal, so it's just logical. Spacebar for the parking brake there. Obviously E to turn it off, and enter. That's all standard. In addition to that, I've also put the resume cruise control to keypad 9, which is just right next to the other two. And that way, if I got it set to a certain speed, 167 gallons for $700. Outrageous. Release the parking brake. Let's get on with it. Wait until this last car. Do a quick U-turn here. The other thing I've done, and I'll show you this once we get back moving, is added key bindings for increase and decrease cruise control. So just like in your car, you can increase the cruise control that it's set by like 1 mile per hour. Usually it's like a toggle flick up key, or like mine, it's a little lever. There's a Hummer. How about that? My lights have turned off. Wonder how that happened. Don't remember doing that. Anyway, as you can see, let me merge real quick. Look out, cars. Don't know what you expect me to do. Okay, apparently I'm just constantly changing, so we'll just do it on the fly. So I hit C, and you can see now it's set 47 down there. And now I've mapped it to the minus sign, and that will slow me down by 5 miles per hour. You can change what amount it slows you down by in the settings. You can do it by, I think it's 1, 3, and 5 miles per hour. For me, the speed limit is always in intervals of 5, so it's either 50, 45, 55, 65, 75, 35, whatever, 30. So it's easiest just for it to do it that way, and I can hit it less and all that. Oh, there's our destination. And it just makes it super simple. And then, when the speed limit changes, I can slow it down. When the speed goes up, I can speed it up without actually having to get the truck up to that speed and then setting the cruise control at the speed that I want. It also automatically defaults it to those intervals of 55 and 60 rather than if you started at 47, it doesn't go to 53 or whatever. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to turn here. Oops. Getting distracted. That's what I get for trying to drive and being tired. Alright, let's try to drive safely for the rest of this. I hate intersections like this with a blind spot like that. Like, that's just awful. Really don't like intersections like that. I much prefer the ones where the highway is going under the bridge. I just discovered a recruitment agency, but that's good. More drivers when I can actually start affording trucks enough to hire them. My bright's on. Okay. I was talking about something now I can't remember. I know I was mentioning cruise control, but anyway, yeah. So it just automatically resets it down to 30 or 35, which is nice. It keeps it easy. And a lot of times it's easier, especially with like the keyboard. Like, I'm either hitting the gas pedal full throttle or there's nothing. So if I want to go at constant speed, then I'm constantly feathering W like this. Like, I'm going too fast, let off. Like if I take cruise control off. Like right now I'm going uphill, so I can just hammer down. And I get to the top. And, ooh, I just realized that's my destination. 3 glass for reversing. 1 for going forward. Okay, let's get off the highway. Oh, my beacons aren't on either. That's a shame. Anyway. I always like to go for the most difficult parking spot because it just is a challenge. And it really does. It's kind of one of the funner parts of it for me. Because, like just driving up the highway, it's not that difficult. But actually getting it parked is a whole nother thing. There's actually a river over there. It's pretty cool. Okay, so this is really going to be challenging. The best way we're going to tackle this is that I don't actually know a way to get the mouse on the screen. How do you? Maybe if I go into photo mode. How far does this go out? Anyway, I'm thinking I'm going to pull in, make a nice wide turn. And this is pretty tight in here, but I'm going to go like this and whip it around like so. And then my truck's going to be facing this way. And then I can reverse the trailer into that spot. That's actually a pretty cool picture there. Almost. Probably could use that for the thumbnail. Heck, let's do it. Anyway. And I'm... Oh, that's what P does. Oops. Alright, so let's go for it. Put on my hazards. Since I'm moving around in a yard, it's always best to do. And you always want to take things as sharply as you can. This may not work. Alright, so we're going to try to... I'm just going to turn the hazards off. I know I should leave them on, but that's just too annoying. Let's listen to that. So I'm going to reverse it into this parking spot. Firstly. So that I can just get my truck turned around. Sure don't hit the front. Need to cut it a little more. And of course this has to be a blindside reverse. Really can't see if I'm gonna hit that trailer. Okay, we're clear. Oh, I'm hitting the curb. Oops. Forgot I have a back window. I'm so used to having like full cabin trucks that I never get to have a back window. Makes it a lot easier. Still can't quite see, but alright, we're gonna have to jackknife it further to try to get it lined up. Man, honestly glad I have a smaller truck. Almost got going a little too quick there. So there we go. Excellent job, except for running that one red light. We made a little bit of money. A little extra experience. And I'm just gonna kind of park it. In here. And yeah, there was our quick little run. Obviously, we'll come back and do some more another time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And oops, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do either. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Have a good one.